Islam, which is a really weird topic, quite frankly. Like, no, literally, like, at the turn of the 20th century, it must have been really weird to have a chapter on Islam. Because before that, Islam was kind of everything, right? Right? Like, everything was somehow part of Islam, like conversation. To now, like, make it into one little, like, one subject alongside a bunch of other subjects, that's already, in many ways, a real secularization of the mindset, right? A real sort of blocking this off, that now Islam is something you talk about here, and that's different from, say, politics or economy or something else, right? You're breaking up the world in a really way. But then you have things that look a little bit more familiar, like a section on hadith, that is sayings of the Prophet, that are not strong enough, right? That people might say, oh, we do this because the Prophet did it. Now they're critiquing, saying, well, maybe those weren't really things the Prophet said, right? So hadith criticism, a thing that becomes really important for Islamic modernism in the 20th century. Then you have a chapter on fatwas, right? Basic rulings, where people could write into the magazine and say, oh, you know, my husband came back from the market and he brought this thing. And it looks really delicious, but we're not sure if we can eat it. Can we eat it? And then you'll get like a little response, right? Or a chapter, here we go, on Islam in South Africa, right? Like a little news story that, hey, by the way, there are Muslims who live really far away that you've never met. Maybe you should care about them, right? Like a new way of thinking about a global ummah. And like a comparative essay on Buddhism and Islam, a comparative essay on East and West, right? Notes from the editor, and even corrections, right?